Back to Religionwinked TV. We're sipping all the tea with no shade, talking everything up to Yahweh. Why? My spiritual ears stay ringing. All right, so guys, have you ever answered your door and had police on the other side performing a raid? And on the other hand, have you ever went to work anticipating not going home because you knocked on the door of somebody performing a raid? Well, I happened to be scouring, the internet, and I came across an article that pretty much said, 5 shot, 2 dead. I'm like, wow. So let's talk about it. 5 shot, 2 dead. The war continues. Is that the war on drugs or the war on human beings? Stay tuned. We're going to pause for a station identification. We shall return. And we're going to hear some clips and get some commentary, read some articles about what happened in Houston, Texas today around 5 p.m. I believe the sergeant's name is Acevedo, Acevedo. I do believe this took place in the Hispanic part of town. It's basically pretty much when you hear some of the news clips and things like that, you're going to see Latinos pretty much give their commentary, do most of the footage recording like outside of what the police and the news have. So it's pretty much a Hispanic neighborhood, I'm thinking. It happened around 5 p.m. today. And I'm just going to go ahead. Let me pull up one thing here for us before we get started, because I am doing commentary on other people's work here. So, hold on one second. Actually, so how's everybody doing? I'm just going to play a couple of clips, y'all. I'm going to let you hear for yourself what went down in Houston, Texas today. 5 police officers are shot. 2, what do we call? Citizens are shot, okay? So basically, there was a drug raid. It was over heroin. It took place in Houston, Texas. I'm trying to pull up some information here so we can move forward with the footage. I'm going to be looking at Eyewitness News, ABC 13, and I'll put the link and everything once this upload. But I want you guys to check out exactly just some footage of it. Hear it for yourselves. The war continues. Is that the war? Of course, the war on drugs continue, but the war on human souls. Is there any way this could have been avoided? Is there any tactics? First of all, let me say God bless all the families involved. Definitely. Prayer goes out to all of them. Is there any way this could have been handled differently? Is there any policies and procedures that can be put in place when it comes to drug raids? How far you go? We don't know who took the first shot or anything like that. I'm still waiting on. Oh my God, come on. Don't start running slow now, y'all. All right, here we go. So once this come up, I can move forward with the footage. I can't really see the chat, y'all. So if you are in the house, God bless you. Thank you for showing up. I mean, we show up and show out for so many things in this world. But do we ever show up and show out for what's right? You know what I'm saying? I think this is a topic we can talk about. Far too often we've been perplexed with drugs in our community, with people of Latino, Hispanic, Spanish, I say Latino to cover everybody, Black, dissent being killed by police officers, officers being killed by people as well. Where's this conversation going in America? What can we do, through talk, through action, through word, to try to see something be done about this? Is there anything that can be done about this? Like I said, whenever this pulls up, I'm going to show you some clips of whatever that I was able to come across. But again, you have YouTubers here on YouTube that live in Texas. Have they reported on this? Have they brought you this content? Have they had this discussion with you? I'm here in New York State, and it just kind of moved my spirit that, there's a time where you're just sitting at home and you get a knock on the door, whether you're selling drugs or not, and there may be somebody on the other end trying to, and there might be someone on the other end interrupting your meal. It may be their job, it may be their responsibility, but how would you handle that situation? And then there'll be a time when you're leaving to go to work, and every police officer knows and probably believes that every time they go out on a call, it could very well be their last time going out as a decorated officer. So where is this conversation at in America? And above all, how do we approach this conversation? How do we talk about it without offending people who serve our country as a police officer, which many of us have one in our family, at least one. And then you have multiple families that it's a tradition to be a police officer, right? And what do you do about the average person selling drugs? I'm not promoting it. I'm not saying it's right. But whatever a person chooses to do at that particular time, unbeknownst to them, they're home minding their business. They don't know a raid is coming. Should the police officers send out like a letter, a warning, or something like that? Can they watch these people individually and try to take them down? Have this traditional bum rushing somebody's home the actual way to go? Is there anything overall corporate headquarters can do? Is there anything a human being, an average citizen can do? I mean, one, get a job, find another way to fend for your family, right? But where's the conversation at? So let's ask these questions. Let's see what we can do. Let's see where we are in this whole war on drugs, war on human beings, war on the human soul. I mean, where are we at? Hello, I can't really see my chat. I have another article over here on deck, and I'm trying to maneuver through this slow acting computer all of a sudden. It's been acting good all day. But I'm going to see if we can play some of the clips and see if we can get high and see if we can get some of the audio going here. Hopefully so.
Was awesome. But when we started planning the wedding, we didn't know where to begin.
Then we found Zola. We made a beautiful...
Alright, we might be in there. I'll let this commercial play out. Again, I'll put the link down below. Eyewitness News, ABC 13. Let's see. I was just eating peanuts. Let's see. All right. Why it's not playing? Oh, come on. I want you guys to hear this. I mean, from the police footage, I hope it runs the way I was just watching it. It was just little clips after little clips just showing you what actually happened around 5 o'clock today. Alright, so now it's frozen. Let me see. I'm gonna see if I can pull what little footage I had on this one. I'm gonna see if you guys can see it from here. I have it on my desktop, but it's not the greatest thing over here. Trust me. I'm gonna see if I can get it.
Someone's shooting! Tonight, chaos in southeast Houston. Authorities say at least 5 officers have been shot while serving a narcotics-related warrant.
Did an officer come out, shot in the leg, put him on the floor?
The wounded police officers rushed to Memorial Hermann Medical Center.
They are in critical but stable condition, and we're hopeful that with the prayers of this community that they will recover.
Houston Mayor Sylvester Turner reporting on Twitter that the suspect is down.
2 suspects were struck by return gunfire by members of the Houston Police Department.
SWAT and federal agents have surrounded the scene.
We are sick and tired of having targets on our back.
Tonight, all of Houston is pulling for the 5 brave officers shot in the line of duty. Gabe Gutierrez, NBC News.
Okay, so that was just one clip I was able to find on this computer. If it ever comes up, I don't know. It keeps telling me my disk memory is low. I gotta clean this computer or whatever, but I'm waiting if it comes up over there. If not, I'll go ahead and read you a little bit of what it says. Thank you for showing up. Hi. So, 5 Houston police officers were injured during a firefight at a residence Monday, police said. That would be today, earlier, around 5 o'clock their time, 6 o'clock New York time. The violence broke out when a group of narcotics and patrol officers attempted to serve a search warrant around 5 p.m. local time, 6 p.m. ET time, at a residence where heroin was allegedly being sold. Houston Police Chief Art Acevedo told reporters at a press conference. Pretty much it goes on to say officers were met with gunfire as they entered the home in southwest Houston, but authorities are unsure how many suspects were shooting, Acevedo says. Acevedo, I don't know how you really pronounce his name. 4 officers were shot and another officer suffered a knee injury during the exchange. Authorities initially reported that all 5 of the officers had been shot. Because honestly, on the report over here, it said what we know about the 4 Houston police officers shot, and then it goes on. Oh, if I can move it, it's still buffering. I can't show you anything over there until it stops. 2 officers currently in surgery. They're in surgery for gunfire sustained, and they are in critical but stable condition. Acevedo told reporters this. 2 other officers were shot and they will remain hospitalized for observation for at least a 24-hour period. So it goes on to say 2 suspects were hit by gunfire from a police and were pronounced dead at the scene. So, it goes on to say, I'm going to put the link here, but, it says, this evening's horrific attack on police officers is a solemn reminder of the service and sacrifice our brave men and women in law enforcement make every day to keep us safe, the statement said. The city of Houston and Houston Police Department will have whatsoever state resources they need to bring swift justice to those involved. Okay, I can respect that. Again, I'm not on anybody's side. There's a war going on in this world, y'all. You heard some of the evidence. I cannot bring this up. I'll try to clear my computer and put some clips together, do some quick commentary. But there was a shooting in Houston, Texas. 4 officers were shot. One has a knee injury. And 2 suspects dead. What's your opinion on that? How do you feel about that? Are you in that area? Um, how do you feel about the drug raids in America and around the world? Is there other ways that I mean, you don't want to let a drug dealer know you're coming to raid them, because then they'll hide everything and everything will be squeaky clean. But is there other ways to deal with, the situation? How else can we handle it? Who I always think about the Negotiator, that movie. Like, do you stand down? Talk to me, you guys. I mean, you guys have an opinion on everything else out there. There's a war on drugs, obviously, but is there a war on a human life? Whether it be the man in blue or the one that, avoids the man in blue. God be with the innocent. God bless the families involved. Absolutely. Thank you, Chopper. Definitely. I mean, I definitely said that in the beginning of this video. And I pray for everybody involved. I mean, but, I don't know who started it, how it started. Like I was saying in the beginning, you could be sitting at home, knock on your door, whether you're right, wrong, or indifferent, and there's someone coming to apprehend you. And then you can be going to work, and you have to be the one to do the apprehending. So how can we apprehend criminals without anybody being killed or anybody losing life? Or how can police do their job, not saying in any way, shape, or form, without abusing power or being disrespect? I mean, it's life lost here. Thank God no police, but there is citizens. Human life is human life, regardless if you wear a uniform representing protection and service. I mean, I've always grown up that they serve and protect, and then some police departments have service, integrity, and respect. Do police always live up to that aspect of it? And I know, let's say, hey, Beverly. Okay, so we got people in the chat. Hi, everybody. Whoever's watching, I'm going to pull up the chat right now. Let's have a little conversation on this. For some reason, I can't pull up the rest of the footage. But if you guys really want to talk about it, if not, I can go up. I just wanted to share that with you. Of course, I'm still trying to build my channel with original content. At Chopper. Miss Beverly said, hey, Chopper, that's what's up. Hey, guys. I'm trying to pull up the chat over here. But what's some of your insight? What's some of your opinions? Like, it's always been hard. It just seems like the war on drugs is never gonna end, because we all know the government allows most of the drugs in the borders. Maybe that's why Trump want to put up a wall. I'm just saying. But the government allows this stuff in. It's sad. Beverly, it is sad. It's really sad. And like I said, the footage over here on this computer was so much in depth. It showed other people, taking footage and putting their 2 cents in it as to what happened. It had a lot more coverage over here. But I just thought I'd share that, with you guys. Let you know that there was a shooting in Texas, Houston, Texas, somewhere down there. I'll put the link in this video so you can watch most of the clips that I have here on this computer. Matter of fact, let me do that. All right, it's still buffering for some reason. So I'll get the link. I'll put it when this upload. I'll put it down below. You guys can watch the video clip. read more of what's going on, and then maybe we can talk about it once you guys get a little bit more informed of what's going on. Let me know how you really feel about it, and what we can do to just talk about it and have some conversation. I don't watch the news, and you know what? I said I don't either. But when I went on my tablet, you know how you get the news feed or whatever, it said it said shooting in Texas, 5 shot, 2 dead, or something like that. I'm like, oh really? And I clicked on it. So, but again, I'll put the link down below. It's really sad. I think what's missing is universal prayer. About 10 years ago, I don't even know if it was that long ago. I believe it was in 2008, maybe 11 years ago. I started a prayer group on Facebook. And every day we would meet 6:30, depending on what I was doing at that time. Um, and we would meet universally, and it had a lot of people in that group, and everybody was praying. People was confessing things they were going through, and it was just so powerful, y'all. I would suggest everybody under the sound of my voice, pick a time. I'm still pulling up this chat over here, guys. I'm not even gonna bother. I can see you here. Pick a time. Let's stand in agreement. Prayer is so prevalent. The effectual fervent prayer of the righteous availeth much. Let's talk about this. 5 dead, 5 shot, 2 dead. The war continues. There's a war on drugs and there's a war on human soul. Okay, who's that? Miss Beverly? We need more prayer for sure. Absolutely. I would just say every day, if you guys want to piggyback off of what I started on Facebook, that group is still there, but I have not touched it. I would imagine people are still praying. So if you guys just want to pick it up, every evening at 6 o'clock, we don't have to call, we don't have to text, we don't have to touch, we don't have to blow the shofar and to make no announcements, because God know the heart of every man. Wherever you at, driving, sitting, eating with family, just think about other people you touched in this live today. Going forward, everybody you come in contact with, just let them know. And we can pick something to pray about every week, like universal peace. It may never happen, y'all, but this is something we have to stand in agreement with. So, with the 5 shot, God bless the police department. They put their life on the line. Human beings' lives have been put in jeopardy. This whole war on war is going to cause and enmity between the police and the people selling the drugs. I mean, but we look at the government, they let the drugs in. So it's like, damned if you do, damned if you don't. It's a war going on that at the government level, something can be done about it if they were not so busy about putting up a wall to keep, I think, us humans in, but finding a way to keep drugs out. I mean, we don't grow the opioids and the cocaine and all that stuff in our country. Hey, Candy Lane, how are you? Hi. We don't grow a lot of this stuff in our country, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's being allowed in. The government knows. Just like I said, if you're the head of any operation, except for like New Jack City, because you know Nino Brown ain't know about Pookie. And there will be a mold to infiltrate your organization. I'm just saying. I'm using an example here. But there's always gonna be like this organization going on and somebody trying to infiltrate it and bring it down. So what I'm trying to say here is live an honest life. Do what you guys can do, not to have to do that. Because as you heard in this clip over here, the one thing that was so disturbing to me, and then I'm gonna let you guys go, he says, I'm tired of having a target on my back. Okay, Mr. Officer, I understand you. But Don't you think people are tired of having the target of the government on their back with the shutdown, can't provide for their families, can't get minimum wage enough to pay their rent, their light, and buy groceries? People have a certain kind of target on their back. People have the police as a target on their back. You understand what I'm saying? So I sit here and I'm like, okay, Lord, we got to get God involved in this somehow. Definitely. But I don't want to get into that conversation right now. We can kind of pick up on this. I just wanted to share this with you guys. I'm trying to grow my channel organically, trying to put content out here, but nobody wants to talk about the stuff that really matters. That's the only thing I don't get with YouTube and social media. They'll chime in on everything else that don't really matter, but they won't show up and show out for the things that do matter. So, think about it, guys. 5 shot, 2 dead. There's a war going on. Is the war on drugs greater than the war on human life? I don't get the perception of mankind in this day and age. There used to be some smart, wise people roaming the face of this earth. And it's like everybody comes with this reprobate mind and just this settled way of living and thinking because this is what masters say. This is what this person say. No, we can ruffle some feathers. Are the police aggressive when it comes to raiding people? Did anybody have to die in this situation? Thank God. I mean, for what it is, it was more people, it seemed like, in the house, and it was way more police that no more people got hurt and injured. But where's the balance at in this particular situation? How would you judge this situation? How would you deal with this situation? What do you take from this situation? These are valid questions I'm asking everybody and putting to the masses because, like I said, I really don't watch the news, but when this came across, okay, it was like, oh, narcotics, but what about the war on life? What about the 2 dead men? Whether they were selling drugs or not, 2 people are dead because there's a war on drugs. The police are trying to fight the war on drugs, but the police are also known as abusing their power and killing human life for not saying no reason, but for no reason to an extent. So, let me know what your thoughts are about this, guys. I appreciate you hanging in there. And like I said, every time I go live, dear Lord, I am going to gain subscribers from now on. I am going to gain. Even if I lose, dear Lord, I am gaining in your eyes. That's all I can say. Don't focus on the problem at hand. Focus on the word of God. And I'm telling you, meditate on his word. And it makes things better regardless of what the situation looks like. Miss Beverly, you said, oh, it went out. Hold on. Okay. The police do it here all the time. Absolutely. Around in this parts where I live as well, Miss Beverly. And it like I said, we could sit here and say it's a shame, it's sad. It really is. I mean, if we make another Black Lives Matter group, a conference, a march, how does it change? Again, the government is responsible for bringing the drugs in. People can't get jobs because of government shutdowns. People go sell drugs and then lose their life because the police want to come in and do their job, which is combat the drugs that they let in here. It don't make no sense to me. So y'all let me know what y'all think about that. I'm gonna keep pushing the limit with conversation and content. I'm gonna keep making you think about things differently, you guys. You understand? Thanks to 2 that's watching. I didn't get to pull my chat up. I appreciate you coming by. Whatever I could do, let me know. Put it in the comments. You communicate with everybody else on YouTube. Let me know what you want to talk about. I can pull up articles. I can run through the news feed. Whatever we want to do. I also heard that 2 girls got killed at a vigil somewhere down in New Jersey, at a vigil for a deceased family member, a friend, or something like that. 2 people lost their lives. So the wickedness is real. Evil is all around us. We see that 5 got shot, 2 dead. So that makes 7. We're not saying 5 shot and then 2 dead within the 5. No, 5 police officers got wounded. 4 got shot. 1 got wounded, a knee injury, and then we have 2 dead suspects. So we got the war on drugs. We got the war on human life. What's the name of the FB player group again? Oh my God. It is called, okay, hold on. Spiritual Family. Whoa. Let me go. Oh God, Miss Beverly. Miss Beverly, can I do it in the morning? It's called Spiritual Family. Oh my God, Miss Beverly. You see my big face on the profile over there. Let me think I can remember. It's still up. It's called Spiritual Family Prayer, something 6:30. I gotta look it up, Miss Beverly. It's not off the top of my head, but I can go to my Facebook page and I'll tag it down to this and you'll get it by morning. I promise. Oh, I love you. Thank you so much. If you had a YouTube page, if you're a content creator, I would do the same as well. I would reciprocate that. Well, I appreciate that because God is letting me know that, the book of Acts says, be not afraid, hold not thy peace, open up thy mouth and speak. He says, I have much men in this city for you. Because sometimes when you open up your mouth and when you get the confidence to come forward, to do your ministry or sing your song or act or perform or just host a talk show, that nervousness, I found you through VS. Absolutely. And I found VS. Yeah, Miss Beverly, absolutely. Thank you, VS. Thank you a lot. You send a lot of good people over here to me. A lot of good people who believe in God enough to believe in me and what I'm saying. And I really appreciate the love. I really, really, really do. Thank you, Miss Beverly. And you're not the only one who said that. Keila Reed, she said that earlier too. So I'm really grateful. That's the only way we network and we make connections. Like, it's just tell somebody about somebody with a good intention and good heart. And I always say, like, when people ask me, oh, can I use you as a reference? I don't mind you using me as a reference, but don't let my recommendation look bad in the eyes of your boss. So with her recommending y'all over here to me, I am not going to make myself or you look bad, not in the eyes of the boss, but in the eyes of the one that recommended you. Because it's a big thing when somebody says, go check her out, she's cool, or go watch this person's channel. That means a lot to people. It should, you know what I'm saying? And then when people do that for me, I always hold myself to a high standard so that I don't make you look bad. I don't make anybody that recommend me look bad. You know what I'm saying? So that's important, guys. So again, there's 5 shot, 2 dead. The war is continuing. We have the war on drugs and we have the war on human life. And there has to be some kind of way. My question to you, what's more important, the drugs or the life? So with that being said, thumbs up this video on the way out, guys. I love you. God bless you. I hope this stimulated enough to go to the altar, seek God for counsel and guidance, and then allow yourself to form this conscious decision about what you really think is going on in these streets. Let me know, guys. Thank you, Miss Beverly. Chopper, I can't really see who's there. Thank everybody for coming in. Don't worry, one day I'm going to have 1,000 plus in my chat, y'all. Hey, Shalonda. Oh, we just leaving. You know what? I don't know if YouTube is putting out my notifications, but you know, guys, I'll try to put like yes, you will. Hey, it's not the quantity, it's the quality. Absolutely. Where 2 or 3 are gathered. Absolutely. That's true. But you know, it's always that aspiration, like one day if we can get a lot of people in here chatting and doing the same thing and saying the same thing, man, we'll see a lot of difference. So with that being said, thank you for watching. Thumbs up this video. God bless. I may rechange this title to say Houston, Texas shooting. Just I am liking your content thus far. Thank you. I appreciate you. Welcome anytime. I'm about to end. I may not come on throughout the night, but I get up like 4:30, 5 o'clock, so I may do an early live. I'm just trying to connect with people throughout the world, all different times of the day right now. Trying to bring out. I do stuff like this on my channel. I told you we could talk about anything, guys, but I'm trying to grow my channel. I'm trying to work hard. Sometimes when you start your own business, you have to work 80 hours, 100 hours, no pay. No pay. I'm not paid yet. But if I could put the hustle and the grind on, it may help me get monetized or get there where my goals at YouTube, which is to meet the requirements. 1,000 subscribers and the 4,000 watch hours. If God would have me go past that, so be it. But I got on YouTube just to meet the requirements. Connect with who I connect with. Yes, it will. Absolutely. Hey, sis, keep pushing. You'll get there. Hi, I can never say your name. I still fumble over my words, y'all, but it's okay. I'm growing into this. When you know it, I'm gonna have the headset. I'm gonna have the microphone. I'm gonna be able to hit one screen and pop, 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 pop. Guys, be blessed. Good night. It's almost 12 o'clock East Coast time. I really enjoy your company. Okay, hold on. IDK. It's the name. Hold on. Wait, Tina. Hi. You know it's in good intentions. Okay, so go ahead. Go home. Get home safe, y'all. And we'll talk in the morning. I appreciate you. Take care and God bless. Shalom. You know, if you're Muslim, assalamu alaikum. If you're Latino, que pasa. If you're, you know, the whole Mayat, Hotep, Ashe, Namaste. You can greet people 101 million different ways. Just mean it from your heart. God bless. Good night. Yes, essences. I love you too. Take care, guys. Let's keep this going. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. I love you guys. Bye-bye. Oh, and remember, the one thing you can do to make it a little easier is decide not to sell drugs. If you become a cop, decide to take your oath very seriously without abusing your power. And I think that may help eliminate some of the problem. Love you too, Miss Beverly, in some of the situations we see down in Houston, Texas right now. Y'all pray. I mean, when prayers go up, Miss Beverly, what they say, timber comes down. So let's keep this timber coming down on this channel in your own hearts. Spread the love to your family. Let it be unconditional. Yes, absolutely. There's nothing fake about having a relationship with God. I think it's more fake trying to please men than it is trying to please God. Because, see, the real reward comes from heaven, not here in the earth where moth and dust and cankerworms and everything else can eat up. In heaven, the things above, it cannot be touched. You understand? So store your riches and your glories up in heaven. Don't store your treasures up on earth, because things can destroy your treasures down here, right? Guys, I gotta go. I've been talking all day. I can talk 24 hours, but I don't think YouTube will let me do that. So anyway, we talked enough. I shared with you what I shared. I'll come back and I'll just keep feeding you the content. I'll keep opening up your heart and your mind to like engage in conversation. Not just here, but you can take it other places and keep the conversation going as well. Thank you. I'm really grateful. Thank you.